Welcome to CrossFlex TV, where faith meets fitness and strength is built with purpose. Today's episode is Finish the Fight. In 1 Corinthians 9:24, we're reminded, run in such a way as to get to the prize. This is your call to stay focused, stay disciplined, and keep pushing forward, because the race isn't given to the fastest, but to the one who endures. I'm Fuller-Doby, and today's full body power circuit is designed to challenge your strength, elevate your endurance, and remind you that you're capable of more than you think. And later in our wellness segment, we'll talk about sustainable health and longevity, because finishing strong isn't just about today, it's about building habits that carry you for a lifetime. So lock in, stay committed, and let's finish what we started together. In today's warm-up, we're gonna do full body. It's more exercises than you're used to, but we're gonna get right into it and get moving. So grab your water, make sure you have a towel handy in case you need to wipe your brow, and let's get into it. We're gonna start with arm sweeps back and forth. We've done these in the past, just to warm up your body a little bit and get moving. Stay strong, nice tight core, sweep left and right, just like that, right now. Good, sweep and pull up. Now, I will tell you, we're doing this workout on turf because turf is great for sliders, but if you can't get out in nature and you can't find any turf, then doing this on your carpet is just fine. Good. We're gonna bring your body center, and then I want you to extend out. We're gonna do that torso twist with rotation next. Stay nice and strong, warming up your core. You'll be using it a lot today. So one thing about grace and motion, faith and balance, is that we do lose a lot of core. We use a lot of core because stability comes from your core. Good. Take a deep breath in, roll your shoulders back, reset, and we're gonna go right into squats. Up and down, right here. Warming up your legs now, because like I said, we'll be doing a full body workout. So you're gonna use your legs today as well. We're gonna push and pull and stay strong. Strength for the fight. Good. A few more. One. For this first circuit, you'll only need one of your sliders, and you're gonna put it right under your foot like I have mine. We're gonna do a combination move. This circuit is more challenging. This workout is more challenging than the ones in the past, but I wanted to give you guys a challenge since we're ending our slider workout with this workout today. So we're gonna come this way, and then you're gonna come out. These are called reverse sliders to lateral. This is a combination move, and it's more advanced than we've done in the past. The goal is for you to get 10 in on one side and 10 in on the other side. I do want to turn and show you from the side because I want you to make sure that your knee is not overextending your toe. So when we go here, you're gonna push back, check your knee, make sure you're in line, and then you're gonna come out, check your knee, make sure you can see your toe, okay? So we're going back and forward. And if at home you haven't switched feet, we need to do that. So go ahead and switch your feet. We're gonna go to the other side. What's done on one side has to be done on the other. Good. So we're going out and back. I like to race with my hands. You guys can do whatever feels comfortable. If you need to be in praying hands here, you can do that. Or you can put your hands on your hips, whatever feels good. I think I just like the extra calorie burn. You know, you're moving your hands. Let's keep going. Good. All right. Wrap up, one more. Good. The next exercise we're gonna do in this segment is called a slider. It's a hamstring pull slider. So we're gonna pull back, but we're gonna work our arms in this as well. So back on your left foot with the slider so you can mirror me. We're gonna be here. You're gonna take that slider out in front of you, and then you're gonna bring it back. This is the leg work. We're also gonna add in arm work. So you're gonna be here. When you go down, you're coming open. I'm sorry, you're staying closed, and then you're gonna come open. So we're gonna work your lats with a pulling motion, just like this, as you do your sliders. Good. We got 10 here, and we're gonna go on to the other foot. And transition real quickly, and we'll go 10 on the other side. Starting here, we're gonna pull back. 10, 9, keep pushing. 8, good. 7. Make sure you're using your back and you're feeling your back muscles pull back as you come back. 4, 3, 2, last one. I do want to show you this workout from the side real quick, just so that you can make sure you're sticking your glutes out. That's really important. So you're going to be here. You're going to come back like this, glutes out, and then you're pulling open. Okay? And make sure your body's in line with your hands, or your hands in line with your body or your shoulders when you pull back, and pinch right in between your shoulder blades. Okay? That is circuit number 1. Exercise number 1. Let's go on to exercise number 3. Now, for exercise number 3, you are going to need both of your sliders. Let's grab the other one. You'll put them on the ball of your feet, under the ball of your feet. This one is really challenging, guys. So if you need to grab water real quick, grab your water, and then you're going to come with me. Gets your heart rate up, it gets your cardio going. We're going to do sliders. Now, the main thing is to make sure you keep the ball of your foot pressing on the slider as you do this, because it's easy for it to come up. So watch me. We're going to go down and touch. Then we're going to switch to the other. Down and touch. Down and touch. Just like this. Good. With this, you've got 20 total in circuit, and we're going to go for 3 rounds for the exercise. Okay? Stay strong. Chest poked out. Don't be rounded. Be here. Glutes out. Working your legs, inner thighs, and your heart. Good. Stay balanced. All about grace and motion. Doing beautiful. Let's go for 5, 4, 3. Stay strong. 2, and last one. Get your mat if you need to. If you're on a turf surface like me, you probably don't need a mat. So we could get right into it. If you're on your carpet, you might need like a towel or something for your knees, just so you don't get rug burn. But we are going to get right into it with these sliders. I'm gonna put them back on the ground, and I'm gonna put them near my feet. So I'm placing the sliders on my feet. That's where you want yours as well. And the first exercise that we're gonna do is mountain climber sliders. Now guys, we're not racing with these. We're gonna do them slow, okay? Slow and controlled wins the race. It's all about grace and motion, okay? So we're going here. You're gonna pull one in, and as you pull that one in, the second one is gonna come up. So here, here, good. Now, as you do these, I don't want you bouncing up and down. I've seen a lot of people bounce. Don't do that, it's bad for your knees. Control it, good. This works your core more, it works your shoulders. So we're gonna control it, and you're gonna keep sliding, just like this. Doing great, guys. We're gonna go for about 15 more seconds, keep pushing. One and then the other. You got it. If you need to come down and break, you can do so. Go ahead and break, but come right back in and join us as soon as you take a second. Good. All right, let's break that down. The next exercise we have is slider tabletop curls. These are challenging, and you're gonna use your glutes to really lift you up. So we're gonna flip over onto our bum. Now, when you do these, I want your heels to be more on the slider. So place your heels on the slider. You're gonna plant your hands down. I like to have my hands out to the side. You can do it this way as well. I think it's easier and more control when I have them out to the side, but you're gonna take one and you're gonna pull it back. Remember, heel on the slider. If your heel isn't in the middle of the slider, you'll get it to where you're losing that slider as you go. And we don't want you to lose your slider. Good. Tabletop. Good. Now, if this feels too easy, I want you to raise your hips a little more. Good. Coming this way. As you raise your hips, you may need to turn your hands in a little more too. Good. Working our hamstrings, really pulling. Good. For this one, you've got 20 on each side. Keep pushing. Nice tight core. Good. Bringing it out and back. Good. Let's wrap it up. A few more, guys. You can do this. Push through. It's a beautiful day in Tampa. The sun is shining down. Good. Keep pushing. All right. Now, drop your bum. Take a second. If you need to stretch in between, stretch those hamstrings out because we are going to use them again for our slider hamstring curls. You're going to go down. You're going to lay on your back. We're going flat, okay? So we're all the way down just like this. If you've got the sun beaming in your face like I do, you can close your eyes as you do these. That's okay. You're going to go here. You're going to lift up, and then we're going to go both at the same time. You're coming up and back, sliding out. Now, remember, you want your heels on your sliders for this to work out well, okay? So you're taking those heels out and back. You will also feel these in your hamstrings, and you'll feel them in your glutes later as well, because you should be squeezing your glutes so that they stay up. Go a couple more here, guys. I know your hamstrings are screaming. We're looking for 3 rounds of 10 for this one. And last one. Good. Lower your glutes, grab your water, and let's get ready for circuit number 3. Are you guys sweaty? Because I am totally sweating right now. I'm gross out here. Anyway, we're gonna get into circuit number 3, the most challenging circuit that I have given you yet. So if you thought those two were hard, this one's really challenging, but guess what? We are building our grace, we are building our faith, and we are building our fellowship with one another as we go through it together. So we're gonna go to your elbows. You guys are gonna be in plank for this one. Get my hair out of the way so I can talk to you. Plank, and then you're gonna go up in plank. The balls of your feet should be on your sliders. You're gonna come up and down. This exercise is called a body saw. On your sliders, we're sawing back and forth. Great core exercise, but definitely challenging, guys. Now, you can do these on your hands. It makes it harder on your shoulders, and I'd rather you do them on your elbows, but if you need to, you can push just a little here, okay? Make those pushes a little more here. Otherwise, if you're here, keep coming with me. We got a few more. Good. 3, 2, 1. Stay nice and strong. Come up. Relax your abs for a second because we're going right back down. Our second exercise in this circuit is plank Spider-Mans. So let's go be like Spider-Man. We're gonna go down. I'm going back to my elbows. Again, guys, it's a little bit easier to be on your hands, so you could do either. I'm gonna be on my elbows to start, and then I'll show you on my hands. We're here, and you're bringing one out, and then the other. One, and then the other. Remember, it's not a race. Slow and controlled. Make those motions. One, and then the other. Now, I'm gonna show you what it looks like for you to be up on your hands. Gonna be here. You're gonna bring one out, and then the other. Like I said, your hands is a little bit easier than being on your forearms. Good. We got 4 more here, guys. You could do this. Stay strong. 3, 2. Don't let your hips sink. Last one on each. Nice. How'd you do? Did you get through it with me? Are you sweating like I am? I am pretty gross right now, guys. All right, the last one we're gonna do in this is a lot of fun. It's a plank jack with your sliders. I love these. My clients do plank jacks all the time. Take a deep breath in. Come back down to your forearms if you can with me. If not, you could also do these on your hands. We're going into plank, and we're just gonna jack out and back. You got 10 of these. Keep moving. Squeeze your core together. Squeeze your legs. Let's go 3 more. 3, 2, 1. Nice and strong. Give yourself a round of applause. Look at all of the sweat. We put in work today. You did a great job. This workout ends our Faith in Motion series, but don't you worry, we've got so much more work to do. Through faith, through fellowship, through fitness, we're gonna get it all done. Let's pray. Heavenly Father, we thank you for the strength you've given us today. Thank you for bodies that move, muscles that stretch, and breath that fills our lungs. Every controlled moment, every moment of balance, every moment of challenge, we push through. It was all sustained by you. Our lives need you to hold us together. When we feel stretched thin, hold us together. When we feel like we're slipping, steady us. When we feel weak, remind us that you are the source of our strength. Let the discipline we practice here translate into spiritual discipline. Let the balance we train for physically reflect the balance we seek in you. In Jesus' name we pray, amen. We are back in the studio and we are super excited to talk about hormonal balance and nutrition. Joining us today is Dr. Cristy Berry, Doctor of Holistic Health, specializing in inflammation, gut, and hormones. Thank you for joining us so much today, Dr. Berry. Are you ready to get the show on the road?
I'm ready, excited to be back.
All right, when we talk about hormone balance, what do we actually mean? What does that mean?
So we're looking at things that are causing symptoms in the body. So, when you talk about hormones, it's not just sex hormones like progesterone, testosterone that we think about, but also thyroid hormones and signaling like serotonin, melatonin. So we have to think about how all of those are intertwining in the body. Our body is one whole piece. It's not just segments. We typically in the medical community, we just go in because we have a headache. They look at our head. They don't look at our toes to see if our toes could be causing the headache. So we have to really focus on hormones, how they're distributed and how they're absorbed and communicated, because the gut-brain axis is a real thing.
Sure. I've been asked by so many of my clients, so I have to ask you, what are the key hormones that influence a woman's energy levels, their mood, and their overall health?
I would say the big one is going to be progesterone and then testosterone. Progesterone is really going to help us have that calmness and not be flying off the handle, getting mad about nothing, the little things. And then, testosterone is going to help with libido. It's also going to help us retain muscle mass and be strong as we age.
So going back to the first hormone that you mentioned, we can think of that as our calming pill or calming drug, calming medicine. That's our patience pill, I guess we could say, our patience hormone. That's great. Okay. So how do we get more of that? If we don't have enough of those hormones, is there something natural that we can eat in order to make up for what we're missing?
Well, the first thing to do is work on your foundations. Those are eating right, sleeping right, pooping right, your mental and spiritual health. And when you start putting good things in the body's able to work more effectively. When we take the toxins out, that allows that communication signal to actually happen like it's supposed to. And when you come to a point where that's not happening, you've done all these foundational things, you've cleaned up your lifestyle, but you're still struggling a little bit with some symptoms that you might be experiencing, especially in the perimenopausal years, then that's the time to look at some herbals. Some things like ashwagandha will really help, maca root, and looking to see how those are going to help you. But again, I've shared this with you before, but test and don't guess. So we need to actually see what's happening in the body, not just a blood test, but looking at a urine metabolite test, so we can see how's the body metabolizing these hormones that are circulating in the body at the appropriate time, because they fluctuate all month long. And that's always a mystery, because people think, oh, it's hormonal. Well, it might not be. It might be just driven by your gut. So it might not be the reason to check your hormones, or start on hormone replacement therapy, but to check your hormones first and see what's the root cause.
Sure. When we're talking about women's hormones, what are some common signs that you might be out of whack or might be out of balance?
Some things we really see is chronic fatigue. We're used to be really vibrant, but you're just really, you don't have the energy to do the things you used to do. Play with your kids, work out. You don't really want to socialize anymore. A lot of times we also see problems with sleeping. So, you know, the erratic sleeping, and it's not because your husband's snoring. It could be something else.
Mine does.
Yes, mine did, and we fixed that. So I'll give you some tips on that later.
Thank you.
And some other things we find really, I guess, again, in the perimenopausal years is that you just don't feel yourself. You feel like you're someone else walking around in your body. You have a lot of brain fog, and you don't have the patience that you used to have. And some of this is not just an aging related thing. We think that's normal. It happens a lot, but it's not something you should live with forever.
So what kinds of eating patterns lead to your hormones being off balance? Or is that even a thing that links up?
I think there's a lot of factors. When we look at gut health and hormones and how it all intertwines, we have to, again, look at those root causes. I'm the detective in this scenario for people, and we have to look at healthy foods, so whole foods. And if we're not doing whole foods, we're not paying attention to what goes in our mind, because that affects our hormones too. You're lowering your probiotics, you're messing up your gut microbiome when all of these things happen. And you know, the thing to think about too is that hormones aren't just an isolated thing by themselves. They're affecting every ounce of your body, your skin, your eye health, your hair, and your joints, your muscles, your ability to recover. So it's larger than just the symptoms. I know that's a big deal because we feel that each and every day. But metabolically, your body is broken, and that needs to be resolved.
Yeah, we got to fix our broken bodies.
Yes.
We love that. And we love Detective Cristy Berry too. That's exciting. So let's talk about the sugar topic, because this is something that I've struggled with in the past myself. And I know I have a lot of clients that struggle with it as well, especially if you have kids during the holidays, you're baking the cookies, you're doing all the things. And throughout the year, there's always a reason to have something sweet. But when it comes to blood sugar and stress hormones, does that play a part in your hormonal balance levels?
It absolutely does. You know, that was one of the defining moments for me when I was diagnosed with insulin resistance over 17 years ago. And I thought, wow, how do I have almost diabetes? You know, like, I'm living in this and I feel like I eat pretty good. But I wasn't managing the carbohydrates that I was eating. I didn't really understand the impact. Now we have continuous glucose monitors. We can look at that. But when our bodies are dysregulated and on a blood sugar roller coaster, our insulin stays elevated, our blood sugar is maxed out during the day, then our gut health is not going to be good, because that sugar breaks down the healthy good bacteria that is affecting us and our immune system. So again, that gut-brain axis is super important. So the hormones can't be distributed to where they need to go. The signals are just not being sent because the body is just struggling to metabolize and push out the extra sugar that you have in your bodies. I've done a continuous glucose monitor several times. I do that periodically just to check to see where I'm at. And I was surprised.
Really?
I was really surprised at how my body was responding to healthy foods. You know, things like rice.
Give us a for instance.
Okay, rice.
Rice, yeah.
We eat rice a couple nights a week. We cook fish. But I found for me, rice spikes my glucose levels at a really, really high rate, even with pairing it with protein. But rice isn't a bad food.
Right.
But, you know, for me, it wasn't the right food, and it's not something I should consume a lot.
You know, you hit on something that's really important. Our bodies are all different.
Yes.
And every person is different.
You know, if you think that these foods are okay, or if you think this lifestyle is okay, then you're just going to continue to do what you've been doing. But when you change your mindset and understand that your body is a temple and it's designed to work pretty magnificently, but we just need to get out of the way and allow it to do its job, then we can live optimally.
God designed our bodies so intuitively and so amazingly. It's just us who get in the way, just like you said. Now, I have to approach this topic because I am really bad with it. Many of us women wear so many hats, and we live in go mode, right? So what does lack of rest do to our hormones?
So hormones have a place in our bodies, and they're not just a certain time of the month or a certain organ connection. They're produced all the time, every day, from the moment it's a continuous. It's like the moment that you wake up till the time you go to bed, but that's the kind of the analogy there. Even while you're sleeping, hormones are being distributed and signals are being sent so that you can stay asleep and have restful sleep and wake up with your cortisol in the right place and not spiking at the wrong time. And when we're not resting, we're not digesting. So that's one of the keys. That's the sympathetic and parasympathetic states of our body: rest and digest, or fight and flee. You know, we're fleeing most of the time, thinking that a bear's chasing us, when we're just sitting at our kitchen table on our computer reading emails. But that cycle can go on and on for many, many years, and then it really wrecks our hormones, all of them. Metabolically, it's all connected.
Yeah.
And you have to rest because you're going to get sick. And if you don't take care of yourself, no one else will. I mean, you know your body best, and you know when your limits are there. And we have to be the best for ourselves so that we can care for other people. Because that's really what we need to do, a mission to do, is to care for others, but we have to care for ourselves first. And it's not selfish.
Yep, you have to schedule in time for yourself. Even if we have to block it off in the calendar and put a spot, this is my time, we've got to take that time. And thank you, because you are also preaching to me and speaking to my heart there. So I really, really appreciate that. The last question that I have for you, and then we're going to wrap up, is just, how do you see hormonal health as a part of honoring God with our bodies?
God designed us to have hormones to be able to have vitality and to be able to think clearly and be productive. We can't share God's word if we're just sitting on our sofa. And then also just to be able to be kind to other people. Hormones affect that. We don't think about that, right? But God designed us to be very efficient in all of our aspects, even particularly hormones. So when you think about hormones, don't disregard that, because it's vital. It's vital to optimal health.
Thank you so much, and thank you for joining us. Tell all of our viewers how they can get in touch with you if they need to.
Yes, you can reach out to me at www.bfitholistichealthandwellness.com. That's my email. Or you can find me on Instagram and Facebook at bfit.wellness. And you also find me out in the community.
That was Finish the Fight. And today wasn't just about getting through the workout, it's about proving to yourself that you have what it takes to go the distance. Every rep, every round, every moment you wanted to stop, but you didn't. You kept pushing through. That's where strength is built. That's where endurance is formed. Remember, this journey isn't about perfection. It's about consistency, it's about discipline, and keeping your eyes on the prize. As you move forward this week, hold on to this truth. Run in such a way to get to the prize. Keep showing up, keep pressing forward, and don't quit before the breakthrough. We'll see you next time on CrossFlex TV.